As a chaplain to the construction industry, I often wake with my friends and my family here on site on my mind, praying for them. And as I walk around site, I pray for them too. And I meet with individuals very, very often. I ask them for permission to pray for them when that meeting is over. Nobody's ever said no. And occasionally people will ask me to pray with them, and they don't have to be people of faith. They still appreciate it, and that's very emotional. Very emotional to pray with somebody who's a Christian a long, long way from home. So prayer is a big part of my role here, and the site know. I tell them that I'm praying for them daily.
I think also when I'm thinking about my role as a street pastor and praying for people that perhaps I have no real clarity about their life or even the situation that they're in, I think the most amazing part of that is knowing that God knows. God knows everything that's happened to that person. They know their personality, their family, their history. And that whatever I pray in that moment, if it's led by God and led by the Holy Spirit, that actually it will heal or it will bring closer to God's plans. And I think that's an amazing opportunity.
One of the ways that I like to pray is to find some small pebbles, pea gravel or just some small stones, and I put them in a pocket of a coat that I wear when I go walking. So as I'm walking around and about, and it might be from the house to the car or doing a proper walk or out and about anywhere, and I slip my hand into my pocket, and in my hand I find the stones. Now the stones remind me to pray.
In my experience, when someone talks through a particular problem or an issue with me and I offer to pray, then they're usually more than pleased to do so. We often say, we'll remember you in our prayers, but how much better it is to pray for that person with them right there and then. It doesn't have to be strange. It's a natural thing. I don't use long words. I'm certainly not an expert prayer. But I just need to find something, some words to say that bring that person and that need before our good and gracious God.
And this is my prayer partner. This is Rubes. Rubes came into our life about sort of 6 years ago during my sabbatical. When we go out for walks, she'll often approach people, especially if they've got food. And it's a great conversation starter. And because people chat and people love to chat, and especially if you've got a dog. Rubes and I have prayed about all sorts of things that people have chatted to us about. And that's been great, whether we're at the park, at the seafront, wherever that happens to be, the Lord uses those moments. And if people want to talk things through, that's a great time as well to go for a walk and chat about those things.
The first time I prayed with a teenager in school, I think we were both a bit nervous. It was a short, simple prayer, but it was such a privilege for me to pray with a student and know that God was with us in that prayer. I didn't see her for many months after that due to the start of COVID, but then at the start of term, she found me outside and thanked me.
When I drop my daughter off at school in the morning, I pray with her. I ask God to keep her safe and help her have a good day with her teacher and her friends and learn well.
Because we are trusting that God hears our prayers and He knows what they need before He ever goes to them. And He also knows what He wants to do for them today. And so we are there to encourage them to come to Him with whatever they want, whatever their needs are, and actually ask God to meet with them today.
In lockdown, it became easier to pray for people on the phone. We haven't always been brave enough to do that when we knew we would be together the following Sunday. Giving our shared joys and concerns to God has brought us a sense of content, of completion, and it's proved a gift, blessing us until we speak together again.